Hello guys, we're at Apsara Conference 2021. It looks cute, right? It's not a simple toy, it's 3D printing. Yes, 3D printing! Let's go check. Hi, I'm Liana. Can you introduce yourself and your company to everyone, please?
Yeah, hi everyone, this is Sasha from LuxCreo. We are a company specialized in 3D printing solutions. Our target is to simplify manufacturing through our digital 3D production with our printers, our materials, and our software.
What exhibits do you bring today? Can you show us?
Yeah, of course. Well, this time we bring this. This is our footwear area. Yeah, this is our customized insole. Yeah, I have another one here. Yeah.
How it works? Wow.
Well, this one is actually designed totally, completely according to your foot shape. So the workflow is like this. You can download our software through Apple Store, our LuxScan app, and then scan your footwear and then send the data directly to us, our smart factory. Then we will do the design automatically with simulation at the same time, and then we will print this out and deliver it to you directly. Yeah, so currently everyone can get his own personalized insole. Yeah. Aside from this customized insole, we also have other products like this midsole. This is our midsole, and the slippers. Yeah, and that slipper. This one is specialized, made for ASICS during Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Yeah, so in ASICS showroom, we debut our Lux 3 Plus printer and our robot Lux Box. Yeah, so it attracts a lot of people. Yeah. So all of these products are thanks for our material. This is our material. You can take a look.
It's comfortable. What's this?
Well, this is our elastic material with lattice structure. You can feel this part and this part. It has different elasticity. Yeah, so this material we have a very great resilient, and also it has a better elongation and break. Also, the tearing strength is also very good. So these are the major indicators to evaluate a product in footwear industry. So yeah, that's
cool.
Elastic material.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you. Aside from the elastic material, we also have these tough materials. Here you can see we use our tough material to make some customized eyewear. And you know, everyone's face is different. Even for one person, when you are a child to the adult, your face is growing every day. That's why you need a personalized eyewear. You can. Yeah.
Wow, really? Can I have a special one just for me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is not your face. You can go to the sky and scan your face with that scanner and get your face shape and do this customized eyewear. Yeah, aside from eyewear, our tough material also used for other products like this headphone. Yeah, this is also printed by our tough material. Yeah, and also you can see this mouse and some industrial products.
I've seen some dental products. Is that right?
Yeah. These are some dental modes. So currently we have already provided our dental solutions around the world with our printers. Yeah, this is our printer, our desktop printer for dental industry, and our materials. So everyone, if you are interested in LuxCreo's product, you can visit our website, luxcreo.com. Thank you.
Do you want to know more about 3D printing products? Let's go online.
Hi everyone, welcome to Apsara Horizon, a dialogue segment of Alibaba Group's Apsara conference that brings together Asia's cutting-edge technologies. We'll be in conversation with our esteemed guests to hear more about their stories, as well as perspectives on the challenges, opportunities, and the future of their field. If this is the first time tuning in, the Alibaba Group's Apsara Conference is the company's flagship tech conference. Apsara was first held in 2009 and has grown to receive both local and international attention. While some of you are tuning in virtually, the conference is actually ongoing live in person in Hangzhou this year. There are more than 100 speeches and panels with China's key thought leaders, experts, and decision makers weighing in on all things tech. Many new innovations and solutions will also be making their debut at the conference, so we're really excited to learn and hear from all this year's attendees and guests. If you'd like to learn more and check out the conference, we have more links and details in the description below. Moving on to the main conversation for today, let's talk about creating the future with 3D printing. Let me first introduce our guests. We have Sasha Yuan, the Senior Marketing Manager of LuxCreo.
Hi everyone, this is Sasha from LuxCreo. We are a company specialized in 3D printing solutions. And the name LuxCreo is actually from ancient Greek. Lux means light and Creo means manufacturing. So together is light manufacturing. Our basic technology is based on DLP and LCD technology, and we integrate the 3D printers, software, and materials together to provide solutions for industries like dental, medical, consumer goods, industrial, and auto industry. And our goal is to simplify manufacturing through digital 3D printing.
And we have Anirudh Agarwal, our founder of Enriched.
Hello everyone, I'm Anirudh. I'm the founder of Enriched. I'm a mechanical engineer, so I built the food 3D printer. We are developing this research in NTU University. The idea is to develop a platform for 3D printed food, where you can have the deposition of different materials, different ingredients, basically to make full meals or all types of snacks which we have in our daily food, because it should be possible to have personalized nutrition for yourself without having to resort to supplements or things like that. We want to have balanced diets, optimized nutrition available and affordable for everyone. So that's what we are working towards.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for your time and support. Awesome, that sounds really interesting. Now, moving on a little bit into our questions proper, I think the concept of 3D printing is not super new. However, when people first started talking about it, I think there was challenges such as it being difficult to scale, maintaining product quality, and sophistication as well. And now, of course, things have changed and evolved. So could you share with us how the technology of 3D printing has evolved over the years, from lab experiments to mature applications and the business world? I think you guys can feel free to share based on your slightly different verticals. Maybe Anirudh, this time you could go first.
I think that Sasha would be able to explain it a little better because she deals with more different types of printing. I'm developing food printing, which is relatively new, even within the 3D printing roster. So most of the food printers that are out in the market are mostly focused on aesthetics and the fine dining meals. We are trying to make things that are bigger in size with a slightly lower resolution so that we can print faster and make sure that it is something of a full meal or a large enough snack. And we are focusing a lot more on the nutrition side. With regards to other 3D printing, I only recently graduated a few years back, and there were 3D printers everywhere in the university already. So I don't know what it's like to be in a world without 3D printing.
Sure, I think that's very fair. Sasha, maybe you can share from your experience.
Yeah, since we are in the DLP and LCD category, so I will start from this category. The reason why 3D printing is so pretty hard to scale, I think it's mainly because of 3 points. First of all, is because of the lower printing efficiency. The second is the the weak
material performance, and the third one is the higher cost. So in recent years, LuxCreo is trying to overcome all of these obstacles by improving our technologies. While speaking of the lower printing efficiency, it's actually mainly due to the lower printing speed. But currently, based on our patented technology, LEAP technology, our printing speed has reached to about 120 centimeters per hour, which is much faster than the traditional 3D printing. And together with our smart factory, we can improve the printing efficiency and also cut down the cost. And secondly, is because of our material. Well, when people say that 3D printing is still at the edge of experiment lab, yeah, people think that it's far away from your daily life. I think it's mainly because of the material, because previously the material is more about prototyping. Yeah, it's not functional. But recent years, we have invested a lot of people and time into functional materials. So currently, we have entered lots of industries like the eyewear, the dental, the hearing, the headphones, and also the footwear. So everything is around people's daily life. So I think in the future, people would see many products around them are manufactured by 3D printing technology instead of the traditional manufacturing process.
Okay, yeah. So thanks, Sasha. I agree. I think 3D printing is a lot more integrated in our lives than we think it is. Anirudh, do you have anything else to add to that?
Yeah, as a recent graduate, I was exposed to all the cutting edge stuff, and I think that there are a few things that 3D printing is now getting into, which are simply impossible to do with other manufacturing processes, like reducing the total number of parts in a rocket engine from like millions to just a few, which is only possible by making all the pipes and internal structures as one full part. Apart from that, there are more mundane services also, which are now enabled because of things like IoT, where we can have print farms. So we can have so many printers working together and basically give a lot more scale than was possible before. So 3D printed parts, especially the plastic ones, are now becoming as affordable or even less costly, cheaper than the traditionally manufactured stuff.
Nice, awesome. And I think moving on from that, right? Both LuxCreo and Enrich, come from different applications of 3D printing. Maybe you guys can share a little bit more about, the story behind, setting up the company in these verticals. And in these areas, you can also share with us, what value does 3D printing bring to your target customers?
Okay, so we are working into food 3D printing, which is by itself not a very large field. It's still in the early stages. So we are trying to do, first of all, trying to do the same things as others before. So extruding out the paste, making sure it's coming out smoothly, consistently, stacking up the layers. But we are trying to make it more of an industrial design, so that it's more standardized and more conducive to mass production. The main advantage of using 3D printing in any application, especially in different manufacturing, is usually the ability to do the personalization or the flexibility of changing the features or the design very quickly. And that's what we want to bring to food. By providing personalization of the nutrition for hospitals and care facilities, where according to the profile of every patient, their medical history, DNA analysis, whatever information is out there, we can personalize according to that. And even for more low risk applications like the caterers and restaurants, depending on the trends in the market, they don't have to use different or new hardware every time they need to make something new. They can just upload it, and it's ready to go. So the same basic hardware and software that is available in one machine allows us to make a wide variety of things. That's how we are able to envision a platform for food 3D printing that makes it a lot more accessible to everyone. That's what we're trying to bring to the table.
Nice, and to really sort of cater very specifically to very specific needs, like you mentioned, in hospitals and in maybe like hospice care that really requires very targeted nutrition. Sasha, what about yourself?
Yeah, I think the overall goal, I mean, the target is the same, but the reason why we enter this DLP and LCD category is because we want to make the manufacturing, simplify the manufacturing. As we always say that what we want to do is production first. We want to bring lots of the staff into scale. And currently, this technology, I mean, for the manufacturing industry, is much easier than other technologies in 3D printing industry categories. Yeah, and the value we bring to the customers, I think, just as they mentioned, that we make it easier to for people to access to this technology. It's not that high technology which is far away from people's daily life. But currently, since people, nowadays people are pursuing those personalization future, and 3D printing technology has a big advantage to do this, because for us to produce 1,000 different personalized products, I mean, the cost is the same as to produce 1,000 standard products. So for 3D printing, this is the same. So it's easier for people to get what they want by using this technology. Yeah, and aside from the industries we have already entered, like the footwear, the dental, and the eyewear. Yeah, we also develop software. We want to build that C2M, customer to manufacturing business model. We want to bring this model into reality. Yeah, so that's why we have our smart factory, and also we have this software on your iPhone so that you can scan your body or scan your face and scan your photo and get the data. And after we get this data, we can use our software and that CAD capability to do a quick design with simulation technology, and then send the document to the printers and then send it directly to the customers. So this is what we can bring to the customers. And for the factories, I mean for the industry, 3D printing has the advantage to reduce the manufacturing process, and also, it can greatly cut down the cost, and also it has advantage in developing new products. So all in all, it will bring lots of values to the industry or the traditional factories. It will make their work easier, and it will cost less labor cost. Yeah, this is what I think that we can bring to the whole industry and the customers.
In the universities, it has already made it so much easier for us to do prototyping. We have 3D printers in all the labs already to do the basic attachments and like jigs and fixtures and all that kind of stuff. It really speeds up the whole process.
Yes, agree.
Yeah, I'm sure. And the C2M model also sounds very exciting. Like you just scan something and have it made really quickly and sent to you directly.
Yeah.
Wow.
See this eyewear. This is my eyewear. It's totally customized by scanning my own face. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah,
yes.
That's super, super cool.
Also, we have these aligners, different people have different dental. So this is also 100% customization.
Nice. Yeah, so I think, it's like you guys have said, I think it's very clear that there's a lot of exciting and much needed value proposition that 3D printing can bring to multiple industries. But what do you think are some of the challenges that your business or the industry faces right now? Are there any perhaps hurdles when it comes to further improvements or breakthroughs in technology? Or do you still see some customers needing some extra sort of persuasion and things like that?
Well, for us, I mean, on current stage, I think it's the market expansion. Yeah, this is actually why I am here. Yeah, because currently our technology is already mature and we have grounded lots of applications. So at this stage, we want to more and more people know about LuxCreo, what we do and what we can help for their business, and also it's also for this abroad customers.
Nice. And Anirudh, for yourself.
With regards to challenges, as you mentioned, we have both issues. It's acceptance from the customers as well as the technology itself. So we are still in the development phase of trying to optimize the food-based recipes to make sure that they last, and then we also have to do post-processing and do shelf life analysis and all those kinds of things. So we are still figuring out the limits of what is possible with food printing. And with regards from the customer side, because it's a relatively new thing, there's a little reluctance from customers in seeing whether 3D printed food is something that is popular, if other people are having it or not. It's a lot more popular in the US and in Europe, but Asian market has been resistant towards personalization as a concept in general, especially for food.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree on this. I'm sorry to cut in. I agree on this.
That's
yeah, because Anish mentioned about the Europe and American market and Asia market. I totally agree because in Western countries, people are, sort of prefer to buy a small printer and house and do this DIY things. Yeah, but in Asia, I think people need to be educated more and more. Yeah.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that as well. I think especially as we come into an age where there is perhaps there's a knowledge gap as well between so many different generations. You have the younger ones who are so ingrained in digital life. I think for us, we are so in the middle. We understand the digital life, but we also have seen a lot of analog. And then for the older ones as well, it might be a much more abstract concept for them to understand and accept. But yeah, I think that's actually quite a good segue into our last couple of questions. Can you guys picture the future of 3D printing? What do you think? To what extent do you think 3D printing is going to reshape the world of manufacturing and daily life, and for more targeted users as well?
So I completed my master's from NUS, specializing in manufacturing and automation. So manufacturing is like my thing. So I really believe that 3D printing can make it everybody's thing, because we can, as Sasha mentioned, we can have the C2M model, and just like right now we can print anything, any piece of art on a paper. We should be able to print more and more things accessible and directly usable with home printers that are available to many more people in the future. So that's for the general printing. But for food 3D printing, I think it's even more complex and even more futuristic, what can happen with it. So right now we are trying to do the personalized nutrition for existing food ingredients. So we take like real vegetables, broccoli and spinach and potatoes, and we make the paste out of them right now to make the dishes. But later on, we can have dried vegetables. A little further, we can have the powders that can be transported to these disaster relief areas, so that they can be mixed with water on the spot, and then we can produce fresh meals according to the requirements on the ground, without having to have planned something in advance. And once that is proven properly, we can do that for space missions as well. Once we start to develop the ability to create the powders from chemical processes, instead of having to grow the food first, then we can use that as a foundation for all space mission foods, including the foundation for all the off-world settlements like the moon or Mars, or anything like that. And that would be something that the future generations would grow up with. And then they would not accept the inflexibility of normal food. They'll be like, why does this not optimize to my requirements? It should be able to be in any shape or format I prefer, and it should know what nutrition requirements I have. How is this? How did you live with this?
That's really interesting. Our regular food as it is being seen as old-fashioned or backward for future generations. That's really funny. Sasha, what about for LuxCreo?
For LuxCreo, I mean, for the whole 3D printing industry, I mean, in the future, everyone can print out what you want very quickly with a printer, maybe just enter your house. And I'm pretty sure in the future, at least each family will have their own printer. And for LuxCreo, we are contribute our cloud, printing cloud. I mean, for example, currently, by using this C2M business model, once you have a creative idea, you can send this idea through your laptop to our factory, and then we can quickly manufacture it and then send it out. And for the whole world, I mean, like if there is an order like in Europe, they can test this printing model by their 3D printer. I mean, maybe just one 3D printer at their house or at their factory. And once they have finalized the design and the product, and if you want to like 1,000 or 10,000, they can send this order directly to our smart factory, and then we will do exactly the same products in just a few days and just send back to them. So this is what we are now trying to do.
That's really interesting. I think it sounds like there's going to be a lot of sort of like democratization and opening of access for people to not just create what they want, but like Anirudh, you mentioned, even for like maybe food rations in countries that might need it, for people that might need it, and things like that. And I think that sounds really exciting. So I think on that hopeful note, I think we've come to the end of today's dialogue.
I would like to add some more features that are possible with 3D printing. So right now we are trying to make assemblies already. So the 3D printed parts which have moving components inside them. And that's just for the mechanical manufacturing parts. There's a lot of developments happening within alternative meats and bioprinting, which is printing of organs. So there have been some heart valves and some blood vessels and even vaginal lining that has been printed before. So that's just the beginning, because we can use the patient's own cells to make something. So that means the end of organ transfer requirements. So because we can always, there's no risk of rejection from the patient's own organs. So that could revolutionize the medical industry as well. And as we keep going, we might be able to do that for a lot of other industries as well. Wherever there's some sort of delay or reliance on existing things, especially natural stuff, we can make it all artificial.
I think that definitely sounds very interesting. Imagining a world without your traditional organ transplants. I think that sounds like a good thing for a lot of people, and if able to do at a certain scale and at a diminished cost, like all the more so, that's really good for different areas of society. But yeah, thank you everyone for your insights and your thoughts. If no one has any other things that they would like to add, I think we have come to the end of today's dialogue. I hope that in the future we'll be able to host both of you at the in-person Apsara conference in the future, and of course do a proper introduction between both companies, and to our overseas audience as well. We also hope that you guys will get the chance to join the Apsara conference in person in the future too. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next dialogue.